What up, guys? Sorry, it's been a long time. Starting to get famous now. B1 BalrogX, shed lights, painted the bottom of the board red, and then also the wheels red. Currently off-roading in gear mode 1 because I don't have a backpack or any spare belts or anything, so I'm not trying to shred my belts right now. That would be bad. I am on a dirt pathway, and then up there it's like a really crappy, they paved it once like 30 years ago and like just let it go to shit basically. So, see if I can get it. I'm gonna go with speed book 2. See if I can push off. Help my belts out a little bit, help my motors out. I don't know, I've been noticing like a wheel vibration or something, but that's mostly at like higher speeds. And I should have probably lowered my tire pressure for going off road because I've been riding it like closer to like 30 or 35 out of 4 or 40, which is, I mean, I think the max is 50, so, or like 45, so trying to get better range basically. But when I'm going off road, it's definitely like dump that tire pressure. All right, a little bump. Woo. All right, here's the it's all basically downhill from here, but see here. Yeah, there it is. So I was going down that for a little ways, but then it turns into pretty rough. And then this is like, they paved it one time and then it's just gotten like really bad. But thankfully with pneumatics, alright, what the, with pneumatic wheels, Hodas, oh yeah. Getting my brakes a little bit gently. I'm not trying to burn out my brakes or my belt, but he's going down a pretty steep hill and looks like a lot of potholes, so now that's a little on the scary side. I went up that way a little bit and then it turned into like rocks again, but that wasn't too bad. And that's like gated off. I was like, dang, how do I get over there? Obviously you can't, that's private. Sort of riding in the middle where there's a lot of crap. See here, there's like a good side. It looks like, whoa, what the crap? I've been going like just down this hill because I was going up it and I was like, alright, basically just coasting. Don't want to be going too fast. We got a 12. I mean, usually I'll ride at like 20 miles an hour, but this is just like a whole other animal. Like, sort of gravelly, like, crappy asphalt. I'm trying to try out this, pathway. And there's a gate. And then this is the pathway that I wanted to start riding on. In this neighborhood. Check the sides. Didn't bottom out, thank goodness. Don't want to be scratching up that paint too much. Going off road. Oh crap, I had to bail. My wheel went over that, and then that, maybe I could go over that, but that might trip me up. But I'll go over there. So I'll just shoot across or something. Crapomatic. Wanted to ride that pathway, but whoa, 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 whoa. I was riding, what, like a week or two ago, I think, and luckily I did have my backpack on me, but I ended up shredding like 2 belts in a single ride, so that was scary, and I don't want to have to walk a mile home or a mile back to where I can get service for my board and stuff. All right, let's see what this pathway's all about. Ultra wide camera, 4K, and probably 60, hopefully. B1 BalrogX, Hoda wheels, stock wheels. Fall riding, I need to start posting more videos. Alright, where does this go? Around this one random house. Alright, I'll ride that. Or it rides further around. So right here. Go up the trail a little bit. Don't get taken out by the bush. Luckily they cut it back. Alright, I don't know. Private property. Okay. I think I came from there. So I'll ride this way. Pick up some speed. 16. Duck under the tree. Don't get smacked. Thankfully I got the helmet on, so. Another tree duck. Clipped it. Bunny, run! Nice. Alright. I'm probably gonna end this video. Whoa! Squirrely! Yeah, I'm not making that corner, so. Alright, like and subscribe to this video. B1 BalrogX. Peace out, boys.